How to make the most of anger, how to harness the dark side of the force. Welcome in, fam. Much love. Trav here. And today we're going to talk about why it's good to be mad sometimes and how to make the most of it when it does hit you. And this is something that we need to realize. For the most part, all our emotions are built in for a reason. You're supposed to feel sad, you're supposed to feel depressed, you're supposed to feel angry, you're supposed to feel jealous, you're supposed to feel all these regretful. All these things are telling you things. There's cues for you to act. If you felt good all the time, then you wouldn't do anything, right? So anger is a really good one that's misunderstood and underrated. And it's, first of all, the risks. We need to acknowledge that, yeah, you're mad. Most violence happens from anger. Most arguments happen from anger. A lot of regrettable, permanent actions happen from anger. So you have to be careful with anger. Why? It's a tool. The problem isn't anger, it's how anger is used. Just like anything, it's not the tool, it's the person using the tool. So recognize anger as a powerful tool. It's telling you something. Oftentimes, anger is telling you that you need to stand up for yourself. Anger is telling you that you have to. That's a lot of what it is, really. Anger is telling you that you need to change your situation. Anger is telling you that you need to make moves. Anger is telling you that there's threats to you. Anger is telling you that you have to rise to the competition. Anger is telling you things such as this. So what's interesting about anger is that it, as an emotion, eliminates a lot of other feelings. If you're really mad, you're not anxious. It makes you confident, sometimes foolishly so, recklessly so, but it gives you clarity. Anger, you're not anxious when you're mad. You're focused. You feel confident, powerful when you're mad. When you're angry, it just eliminates all these other weak emotions and replaces it with this certain power. Physiologically, one of the things it does is it rushes blood to your hands. So things that work well with anger, one of them is physical exercise. You're mad, you can actually possibly lift more weight. You can also fuck up your body, but if you're mad, it's a good time to go for a run, channel into some physical activity, that sort of a thing. Anger is also a good time to work on your goals and plans, because anger is often calling you up to the challenge, to answer a challenge, answer a competition. You don't have to, and I would advise you when you're angry, this is my experience, I could be wrong in this, to try to avoid talking to too many people, because that's where the risks happen of getting into confrontation and mirrored emotions. If there's things that need to be said, get them down on a piece of paper and address them later on when you're not angry. But, you can say, hey, I was really mad and I had these thoughts when I was mad. I'm not mad now, so we can talk about this a little more coolly. Say to yourself. But anger's a good time to raise the challenge. Look at, I'm fucking pissed off, getting walked on, or people mistreating me, or I'm mistreating myself. I need to raise to the challenge, look at my goals, look at what I'm working on, how I've been slacking. I'm mad, I'm gonna, throw away my weed and alcohol and make a change right now. I'm mad, I'm gonna do a workout, do some push-ups, right, and go for a run right now. I'm mad, I'm going to work on my project all fucking weekend to get it out there and, show the world and show myself that I'm serious and I'm gonna get it done. So those are really my key recommendations for how to make the most of anger. Anger is like the best work emotion, the best workout emotion, just to fucking get you motivated to get shit done and plan and raise the challenge, raise the level of competition, and act either through your fists on iron or your fists in the keyboard, But again, also be careful about being on social media and sharing. It's better for working on behind the scenes stuff if you can. However, you can use it when necessary to say things that need to be said that hadn't been said. You just have to be careful about that, because anger gives you the confidence to make permanent decisions, and you may come out of your anger and be like, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that actually, or that was just an emotion, that was a temporary emotion. So it's necessary for you to recognize that these are temporary emotions. Anger's temporary, it will go your way, but it's telling you something. You got to stand up for yourself, raise the level of competition, do more, prove people wrong, prove yourself wrong, make changes in your life. It gives you the power and confidence to act right now. It removes anxiety, removes indecisiveness, it gives you control. So how do you feel about that? Agree, disagree? What do you think? Share in the comments down below. What would you do? What do you do with anger? How can you use it? How can you misuse it? I've misused it on the internet, arguing with people, and it's common issue. You just need, the reason I advise doing your own thing when you're mad is just because of emotional contagion. Most humans are very empathetic, unless they're psychopaths, which is rare. We have mirror neurons. We feel what other people are feeling. So we can make people laugh if we're laughing, make people yawn if we're yawning, make people sad if we're sad, make people angry when you're angry. And multiple angry people is generally not a good combination. So anger is also a good solo emotion. Do your own thing, do it well when you're mad. So agree, disagree, share down below how you feel about anger, how to make the most of it. Appreciate you, much love, and talk to you soon. Peace.